So we're back, and I swapped another opener on the small door, and I'm also going to have some updates on the, I almost called that the 8550. Oh, it's not even an update on the opener, an update on the big door. So let's run this up. Should be pretty obvious what opener I have installed. Just based off that. Yeah, I put up the Excelerator. I just wanted to see how this thing would do. It's kind of the same story as on the mini door. I mean, it works, but the rail chatters and shakes a lot on it. So yes, this is still the wrong rail for this. This is the one-piece rail from the Genie Pro, but it does work. I just had to use the wrong bolts as well to attach it there. So a couple things for when I put this one up. First off, this one doesn't actually scrape the rail. It's actually high enough. So I did the same header thing that I did with the other Genies, so that the rail would clear the door up there. And yes, I have my eyes again, but I have the force set, so it should go back up if it hits something. So one interesting thing about this, for some reason, it won't program to the big button of this remote. I don't know why. I don't know if this is probably programmed to one of my other Genies, and I don't know if it somehow knows it's programmed to another opener, but it will not program to this button for whatever reason. But so I just have it programmed to this little button here. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, when I was putting this up, I first plugged it in, started running it, and for whatever reason, it would not stop at the limits switches. Come to find out, there was not a magnet inside the trolley, so I put one in there because I didn't feel like replacing the trolley. So just put the magnets in there and it works perfectly fine. So yeah, there it is. This is, come on, there we go. This is the, where is it? I don't know if you can read that. It's a factory replacement one, and it's from 2013. So kind of newer. All the wiring is on the back right there. I'll have that button. We'll just run this here. Let me turn on these lights actually. So let's stand back and run this. Come on. And you can see it kind of slow down a little bit at the end there. So it's not actually so much that the rail chatters on this one, it's just the rail shakes a lot. So run it up and I'll show you the speed of it. It actually is pretty quiet. I'll get you close up to it here. It does bounce the door quite a bit. So yeah. So as for updates on the big door, let me run the linear down. So I did a little bit of adjusting to the big door. We pull the release rope. So if I lift here, it still doesn't stay here, but it doesn't come flying down like it used to. This is fine though, this is pretty normal for a door with glass in it. If we lift it halfway, it stays, and if we bring it up higher to the last panel, it flies up. which is actually how I want it to kind of fly up like that. So yeah, quarter turn on each spring makes it a lot easier on the linear. Doesn't close quite as fast, doesn't struggle quite as much. The other thing, I gave my dad this 1-button linear remote. It's much faster here. So I gave my dad that 1-button linear remote since the clicker really doesn't get that good of range. I'll show you actually the initial slow speed mode on this accelerator here for when you first plug it in. The rail just shakes so much. I don't know how long I'm going to leave this thing up for. Yeah, we'll see. So unplug it, plug it back in here, and on the first cycle, it does run slower as it learns the limits to figure out what kind of door it's on. Doesn't even slow down the first time around. Now it knows the limits, so it's going to be a little smoother. It's going to go a little bit faster here. I don't know why it sounds like it's catching on something, it just does that. But it's not catching on anything. Now that it knows it's on a sectional door. It'll go back into high-speed mode. That rail just shatters so much. So, yeah, that's the accelerator. And just a little update on the big door. Why don't we run this linear one more time? Because I haven't really shown this one much lately. One thing I want to do to these doors soon is replace the rollers, because these are all the original plastic rollers and I don't like these. I want to put 13 ball nylons. So there you go. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next one.